Good morning, all. How are you doing? I am a little perturbed because I think it's Saturday. I was doing my son's hair and watching YouTube on my phone, and I took out one earbud, but we can't find the case at all. Um, Thankfully, the earbud died because I can't turn my Bluetooth off. Because if I turn my Bluetooth off, my watch will turn it back on. So it's like, and here's the one earbud. Oh, Jesus. Um, I redid my nails. Of course, they're press on. I ain't got skills like this. So, I like them. I try to keep them on for 2 weeks, let my nails breathe a little bit for a week, and then I'll put them back on. I'll put a different pair back on. The next pair I put on is blue. I've been feeling the blue designs lately. This is my coffee. Of course, I gotta have my morning coffee because I gotta get up and cook my kids breakfast, but not right now. So I have 2 boxes of nail supply and equipment. I have a box that has all of the professional stuff with the nails that are plain that you design, paint. I got the chrome powder. I got I got chrome powder. I got regular gel powder. Not gel powder. Yeah, gel nail polish. The whole kit, the drill bit, the dehydrator, the LED lights. I have the whole thing. And then I have another kit box, this one. As you can see, they're all press on nails. All of these are press on nails. This came from my professional nail kit. This is dehydrator. I love this one. Love it, love it, love it, love it. My best friend gave it to me. This is how much I love it. But this is the glue that I use to put on the press-on nails. I do not use the inserts that come with them. So, I don't know. I think I might have threw them all away. So, I have uh, these. I have not wore these. Then I have these. I have not wore these either, but I love this little flower design on there. Um, this is the oil that I use after I put my nails on. This for after I buff my nails. Nail girlies will probably know. I showed y'all those. A lot of these I've already worn before, except for these. I've not worn these. They're longer ones. These are the ones that I currently have on. This pair and this pair I wore during Halloween. This pair I have enough to put on another set of. I love this pair. Love this pair. My kids love this pair as well. But it's between, I even got these. for Easter, but I didn't wear them. So it is between uh, oh, sorry, here we go. So it's between this blue and this blue. Now this blue is different because these I don't keep, but I'm going to take the lid off. The almond nails, they're good for getting these, but these nails are blue and black ombre nails. So it's either the blue and black or the blue square ones. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to get that back in there the correct way. But I think I might, because I've been on the darker blue side lately. So this is the second pair of blue nails. This is the second pair of blue nails I put on. And this is the first pair of blue nails that I had on. One popped off, so I said, fuck it. Skip it. Let me go ahead and do the other one. But this glue is definitely good. You can even use it for the acrylic nails and gel nails, so that, yeah, you can use it for acrylic and gel nails. It's really good. It holds, oh wait, I want to make sure this is closed, and it's not, so hold up. Closed. So that's how I put my nails on. They stay on for about 2 weeks. I usually wait till one of them pops off to redo them, unless I'm going somewhere, but I don't really go anywhere fancy like that. So I typically do my nails according to my mood. I'm actually trying to debate if I want that or if I want to do like a blue and pink chrome on my nails, and use the natural acrylic nails, the acrylic nails that I bought, and do that myself. Those are coffin shaped nails. So I don't know. I have no idea yet. I pressed my hair, put it in a bun, and I've had my bonnet on. I've not taken it off. So let's see. Let's do it with y'all. Oh, yeah, it did not. Well, my hair lasted, but the bun thingy, yes, I got my eyes closed, did not. So, yes, so this is my hair. I'm not gonna put it back in a bun. I'm just gonna put it up and out the way for now. This will be my look for the day. Um, so, like I said, I do have mental health issues, and one of them was a skin picking. One of them, not was, is a skin picking issue. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they now refer to it as self mutilation. I currently struggle with that, but it's only when my anxiety gets extremely high. So this is a result of that. So with this, I do have scar cream that will lighten that and that up. I had some on my forehead, but as you can see, they lightened up. I had some on my chin, and it's lightened up. I've had some right here. They've lightened up. So I will just continue to use the cream and continue to do my coping mechanisms. That's kind of why I got into keeping nails on, so that when my anxiety is high, I can't pick. Like, I can still pick, but I can't grip it. So with me having nails on, it reduces the amount of picking that I do. I mean, I still scratch when my anxiety gets high, but the scratching doesn't break skin. So I'm grateful for that. So, hey, no, I'm not on medication for it. There is no medication for it, I don't believe. If it was, my psychiatrist would have gave it to me. He believes if I'm struggling mentally, oh yeah, that man believes in it. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it was every 3 months. I'm gonna need you to come in. I'm gonna need you to jump up on this Zoom, jump up on the Zoom. Yeah, my psychiatrist thoroughly. I think he gets a kick out of increasing my medication. I genuinely think he gets a kick out of it. I think that I am one of his most complex patients, and Jesus. Mm-mm. So, like I said, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Me and him be going back and forth, back and forth. We go at it. I mean, let. Mm-hmm. I missed the med review, but I missed it because my glasses were broke, so therefore I couldn't see. So I knew that he was going to send the crisis team. I knew that. So when I finally got my glasses, these, and another pair, I bought backups. So, and then I kept the original pair. Don't ask me why I kept it, but I kept the original pair. And let me show you what the original pair looked like. These bitches was pink pretzels. I think I posted it on my community tab. But it ain't nothing like seeing it real life in person. It's in this pouch, so I'm trying to untie the pouch. But when I say these things are pretzels, they're pretzels. Pretzels. I had to go like this to read and see shit. Like, I had to look either through this part or flip it around and look through the top part. Like, depending on what part of the paper I was at, if I was at the bottom, it would be this way. If I was at the top, it was this way. So I had got tired of attempting to try to read that way. And I'm nearsighted or farsighted. I got tired, so I just said, whatever that phone do is what that phone do. I ignored my phone, missed my med review. Then once I got the glasses, I sent note to my care manager and told her and sent her a picture. And then I sent her a video because my homegirls was asking me, like, well, they were giving me types of tricks to try to get the arms in place so that I could wear them. And I was getting flustered and frustrated. And the length, oh my God, I did not want, I'm not posting it on here because it was so many words. It was a lot of cuss words, a lot of cuss words. And no, my friend did not get upset because she, no, I think she was doing it on purpose. So, yeah, I let her know. I got the message back that I was in the clear. Um, because I couldn't see. And then I think she told him that my body was going through the changes, so I've been extra hormonal, like a raging fucking unicorn. And so I've kind of like been, yeah, no, leave me alone. Everybody stay away from me, leave me alone. I don't know what's going on with my body. I just started, I was on HRTs at the beginning of the health journey. They took me off, they put me back on, they took me off. Now I'm back on them, and my body is adjusting to that. On top of that, because my anxiety is so uncontrollable, I'm now on another anxiety medication, except for this one is a non-stimulant. But when I take it in the morning with all my other medications, oh, I'm drooling. So am. So am drooling. I am out of there. There's no. So I figured that I would take the anxiety non-stimulant pills separately because I can't take it in the afternoon and I can't take it in the evening. So I figured I would take it in the morning. I would take it at about 6:30 in the morning and let it go from there until 10 o'clock because my anxiety medication, the current one, is a controlled substance. I was on it at one point 3 times a day, and it's at the highest milligram that they make, 2 milligrams. So I was on this medication, and I'm still on it, but at one point I was on there 3 times a day. I had did enough. I had signed myself up for and took enough therapy classes because I did not like the feeling of the medication. So I was determined to get down to twice a day with this. I was determined to try to find coping mechanisms. And I had did this on my own, did not tell nobody. I went through a I went through all types of things. I went through a diamond art phase trying that. I ended up falling in love with it. I went through a Lego phase, fell in love with it. I went through a baking phase, was not my favorite. Went through a cooking phase, I loved it. My kids loved it. Like I was going through everything trying to keep my hands busy so that I could not pick. Keep my hands busy and my mind occupied. And baby, that was it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. But I did it. I got myself off. I learned enough coping skills, and I got myself down to the controlled anxiety medication twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. So that's it. So I needed more round the clock anxiety medication. So that's where the non-stimulant came in. So um, that's it. Um, oh, my chin has been itching me. Ziggy would have been out here, but when I got out the bed, he didn't want to come out here because his bed wasn't out here. His bed was in the room with the boys, so he went in there with the boys. Then, last night, I heard all types of buzz in the room, and I'm thinking the boys in there wrestling. After it's bedtime, I go in there and look. My kids have bunk beds. My son pulled his bed up off the top bunk and brought it down and decided that he wanted to sleep on the floor. He wanted to put his bed on the floor. Then my youngest decided, oh no, I'm going to move mine on the floor too. But they don't have enough room to put both beds on the floor. So my youngest, made a pallet in the middle of his bed and his brother's bed and slept right there. It's about that much space in between the two beds. And my youngest is about that thin, about that wide. It's, boy, you could have slept in your own bed for all that. You he could have got in your bed for all that. What is y'all doing? I was so shocked, befuddled. My flabbers was gasted and they ran. And so when they ran, I ran. But that was it. They ran, I ran. Some with my kids, oh yeah, this is from a scratching anxiety incident too. But nope. When my flabbers run, I'm running. Especially when it comes to dealing with my kids, because you ask them one question, you're gonna find your ass down a rabbit hole. And once you in the rabbit hole and there's no lights and you done got lost because they done left your ass, you realize that you're stuck in a damn rabbit hole and you still ain't got the answer to your question. And them niggas is gone. So I left. Okay, good night. I love you. Sleep tight. The alarm goes off at 7. So all I could say. Couldn't say nothing else. Didn't want to say nothing else. I didn't even want to ask questions. That's how. No. No. Sometimes we as parents, especially we as mothers, we have to, and with sons, we gotta learn to just, that ain't my business. That's not my business. Especially if you got creative kids. If you got kids that got imaginations that don't end, and you got kids that ask you questions, and my kids are nerds. They're cool kids, but they're nerds. They know stuff that it'd be like, where did you learn that from? So it's like sometimes it ain't our business. I've learned that when they get to getting creative, that's a rabbit hole I'm not going down. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I refuse. I refuse. I love my children to death, but I'm not going down that rabbit hole with them. I absolutely refuse. I asked them what they wanted for breakfast, and this is what I was told. We want Pop Tarts, hash browns, and bacon. The bacon and the hash browns sound like they go together. The Pop Tarts don't sound like they go together. And for lunch, they want chicken nuggets and chips. Mm-hmm. And for dinner, they want steak, green beans, cooked with fresh green beans, not the can. Fresh green beans cooked with onions, potatoes, bacon, and 4 cheese rice. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'll be cooking today. So it's getting close to 6 o'clock. Well, I ain't really gotta cook nothing. Not yet. Not yet. So, but I have been in the YouTube streets, and this Gypsy Rose mess. I didn't believe the story when I first heard about it. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Now the 4 years came out. It done validated. she need to. She need my psychiatrist. That's who she needs. She need my psychiatrist. Cause let me miss a call from my psychiatrist. Oh, that MFer is calling he's sending the crisis team. They not calling my house. They're not calling my phone. They coming up to my house. They pulling up to my house. Mm-hmm. 4 deep. 4 deep. 2 cars, 4 deep. 4 people deep, 2 cars. They not playing with me. So no, she need to go see my psychiatrist. That bitch done lost her damn mind. She lost her mind. Nicholas Gorgeon done lost his mind. And the only thing I can say about him is at least he stayed truthful to his story. He ain't changed his story. The man, he took ownership and accountability, and he's sitting where he need to be. I don't think that he should be in prison. I think that he should be in a mental health facility. That because the prison with his level of autism and whatnot, that prison environment is not the best place for him. She needs to be in a mental health environment. She needs to be locked down in a padded room with the white jacket where she can't move her arms, and sometimes she may need a muzzle. Yep, so she can't talk because you murdered your mother, you jealous of your sister, your step parents swear up and down they never had contact with you, but it came out that they didn't had contact with you for the longest. He chose the family that he had with Christy over you and the other daughter, Nicolette. He signed so much so that he signed his parental rights for Nicolette over. Nicolette is older than is the older Nicolette. I think Nicolette might be older than Gypsy, but he signed his parental rights to Nicolette over, left Gypsy, and was with Christy. And he had 2 kids with Christy. It was a father figure to them. It's emails that showed that Dee Dee, Gypsy's mother, was trying to get Rod to take Gypsy. Gypsy says her mom was a piece of shit. If her mom was a piece of shit, right, and she kept you from your daddy and whatnot, why is she letting your daddy claim you on his taxes? And she's the one that got you. When she got too much child support, in one of the emails, she got too much child support payment, and she called him and let him know that that he had sent too much. So it's like, girl, no, 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 no. You just wanted to kill your mama for some wang. That's it. You just wanted the wang. Allegedly, you wanted the wang. That's my opinion. Yep. That's my opinion. You can't change that. That girl was just out here. She just wanted to be community property. That's what it is. She wanted to be community property while she was out. She was community property while she was in prison. And now that she out again, she want to be community property again. She wants to belong to everybody. She for everybody. That's what she is. She is for everybody. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. She's for everybody. She's the fish in the pond that everybody catch and throw back. She for everybody. And she come after everybody. Don't matter, the person can have a disability or not. She will come after everybody. She done got out of prison, and the bitch is already communicating with a disabled, a person, I think it's a girl with autism. Oh yeah, no, girl, you lost your Why would you want to be communicating with anybody that has autism when your co-defendant had autism, level 2 autism? What? Oh yeah, no, she shouldn't even be on social media. What the hell? And when I be seeing it and I be talking about it, my kids be like, wait. Now, mind you, my kids are 13 and 10. My 13-year-old said, Mom, sometimes you work my nerves. But I couldn't imagine ever killing you. I couldn't imagine ever, killing. Hiding your phone, yes. Hiding your charger, yes. Shooting you with a BB gun? No. Chasing you with a dagger? No. My 10-year-old said, boy, my 10-year-old looked at his brother and said, I'll hit you if you do that to mommy. They, at 10 and 13, can't even understand it. What the fuck? What the entire fuck? And then sit there and say that her mama was doing medical abuse. Girl, your mama didn't even know what the fuck was going on with you. My son had an incident back in December. I'm not going to say what year. It was recently in December. My son had an incident. He fainted at school. His dad had seizures. And so I didn't know what was going on. So whenever my son was discombobulated and all out of the place, oh yeah, we was at the doctors. We was at the ER. I was demanding, no, tell me what's going on. All of that stuff. My son, it was just, after he fainted, he just started having all types of health issues. And, oh yeah, so it's like, they could have looked at me like, oh, she's bringing him up here for unnecessary and da-da-da-da. thank God I had letters and notes and messages from the school that was communicating with me when these situations was occurring at school. So, but no, and it that went on for about 4 months. 4 months of me taking my son to the ER, and my 10-year-old tagging along with us. My 12-year-old spent he's not 12 no more, but my 13-year-old spent his 12th birthday at the hospital getting an MRI. An MRI. My 13-year-old has a neurologist, a pediatrician neurologist, a neurologist that works with kids. Oh, they could have looked at what I was doing as abuse. They could have said that I had Munchausen. They could have said all that. Again, thank God I had proof. And again, you can't diagnose. They talk about she got Munchausen. There's never no record. There's never any medical record. Record of abuse towards Dee Dee. Nothing. When CPS came to visit Gypsy was 18 years old. She was a grown ass adult. When she committed the murder of her mother, she was 23, she was 24 years old. You're in your mid 20s. Girl, you are 1 year away from your brain being fully developed, and at 23 years old, you already know if you kill somebody, you're going to jail. Like, so no, there's nothing she can say that under the sun that is going to get me to believe her and believe that her mom had Munchausen. And on top of that, you can't diagnose a person with Munchausen if they're dead. You need to be alive. That person needs to be alive to diagnose them. Right now, the only condition that I know of for certain that can be diagnosed after death is CTE. That's it. Last time I checked, Dee Dee wasn't no football player, and Dee Dee wasn't playing no contact sports. So, yeah, I've been in the YouTube streets with that, and in the Brene and Tim situation, Triple Z, Banana Titty, Brene, no, girl, go on and pay that money. Go on and pay that money. And the fact that you listed your husband as your dependent, that just states already how you look at him as your child. He's your child. That's what that is. You went after him because you was mad that your sister got pregnant by him. You got pregnant by him. Your mama made you get the abortion. She fucked around and had sex with him, and then he moved on to a cure. So you actually ruined the cure's marriage to get back at your sister, and ruined your own marriage. And now it's costing you close to two million. Like I said, big titty, triple Z, banana leaf, titty Brene. Go sit down. Stop pretending like you found Jesus. Go sit down and go read the Bible for real. Go read the Bible. And if you ain't in church, get in church. And if you are in church, you need to find out if your church has a woman's group. And if they don't have a woman's group, then you in the wrong church. You need to go find you some church, some godly women. That's go old school godly women that's gonna tell you about yourself and let you know that you got the scarlet letter on your head, the scarlet letter J for Jezebel. Girl, that's and stop eating so much damn Chipotle. Big ass. Just big. How do you fit in? Just big. You gonna get to the point where I know you got to get your bra specially made. So, bitch, now you about to have to get your clothes specially made. Bitches is stretching to the point where they became see-through and they were never meant to be see-through in the first place. Sit down, bigums. Sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Yes, I could talk about somebody being big. I can do it. If she put herself out there. I know that I'm putting myself out there, and if somebody got something to say about me, say it. I done heard the worst. So I could care less. I could care less what the person says about me because I pay my bills. My kids are fed. They're clothed. They're happy. They have great mental health. They have great emotional safety. They have great support team. They have a loving home, and they are able to speak freely, and they have the privacy of a 10 and 12-year-old that they are supposed to have. Period. Especially with even before I created this channel, when my son decided that he did not want his pictures on my Facebook page on a daily basis or whatnot like that, it was okay. So I don't post them. I may occasionally post a picture of all three of us together, but I do not post the pictures of my actual children anymore. They don't want it posted, so therefore it's not posted. If you, so yeah, like, but if you as decide to put yourself out there as a social media content creator, or you decide to put your public life out there, you need to be prepared for the scrutiny, because not everybody lives life the same way. Not everybody do life the same way. So you need to be prepared for the scrutiny, and you need to be prepared. You need to know who you are as an individual, to the point where the negative comments are not going to bother you or affect you. So, with that being said, I'm going to watch this Becca Scoops. They're talking about how Gypsy Rose announced Mia's engagement before Mia did. Trifling bitch. I wouldn't have invited me, Gypsy, to my engagement party. That bitch would have been left the fuck out. Mia better take some self-defense classes. Because, baby, no. That's too much chaos for me. Entirely too much chaos for me. Entirely too much. But y'all have a great day. I might be back. I got some yoga to do. Not right now, but I might be back and do some yoga with y'all.